The Podbreed Network is strictly for the small podcasts that are up and coming in the vast world of podcasting. Podbreed is made up of many diverse podcasts, coming together to achieve the same goal of being the best damn podcast network on the planet. Find out more at podbreed.com.
This is Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. You listen to the XY show, and I think you'll really enjoy it. If you don't, oh well.
The opinions expressed on the X and Y show are the sole opinions of the host. Please note, there is no intentional desire to offend any member of the listening audience. With that said, if you still feel offended, tough shit.
It's time for the X and Y show with your host, Mr. Roosevelt. He talks about man topics, lady topics, and relationships. He talks about love, sex, and infidelities. He even gives good tips. There is no other show that compares to the X and Y show.
Oh yeah. Sit back, take your clothes off, and relax. It's time for the X and Y show, where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. The only place on the planet that tackles the topics that everyone wants to talk about, but no one is brave enough to address. Nothing escapes X and Y, baby. Now, here's your host, Roosevelt Colbert.
And greetings. Mom, the words of love, she gave me peace and love. Well. That's one of Earth, Wind, and Fire hits. I'm not going to get into Philip Bailey's part. I've done Philip Bailey before. Many of you know I can sing. And I have a falsetto, and I don't feel like embarrassing Phil Bailey again. I challenged him numerous times, and he won't accept my challenge, So I'm not going to go at him again. But I felt that was an appropriate song for this week's episode. Hope everyone's doing okay. It's May 9th, I think. Yeah, May 9th. I'll be forgetting the days sometime. Going through this year, soon to be Christmas. Nah, it's not soon to be Christmas. I'm just messing with somebody. They know who I'm messing with. But actually, we are getting into the hurricane season. Even though hurricane season don't start until June, the hurricanes don't have a clock, so sometimes they come a little early and shit. So I'm not looking forward to the next 4 or 5 months. I moved out of Miami, but I'm still in Florida. I wanted to get the fuck out of Florida, period, but it just, I had to take advantage of an opportunity. It was just too good to let go. So, I'm here, but I don't like it. I don't like Florida, job cool. But anyway, I just want to, this is a special episode. Obviously, I'm talking about moms. We all had them. We wouldn't be here. So we all had mothers. And, if you think about the awesome power of a mother. You know, I mean, if you just sit down and think about this one person in your life where you feel so much love for, so much loyalty for, I mean, every good emotion. It's one of the few people in your lives, probably the only person in your life. Second, maybe your father, but even your father is not on the level of mom, you know. And I'm not saying that mothers are better than fathers. That's not what I'm saying. But, you know, your mom is that one person in your life that no one will ever match as far as the way you express love to them. Not even your wife, you know. So they are a person that really needs to be honored, right? And that's why we have Mother's Day. But, you know, just having one day honoring your mother seems not to be enough. You know, moms make such great sacrifices for their children. The first being carrying them for 9 months, you know, carrying them around, being discomforted for 9 months, a year. Shit. You know, and I joke about sometimes about birth, and, you know, it's just like being constipated. But, you know, I'm just joking. But they carry someone around in their life for 9 months of their lives. And for women who have multiple kids, you know, they've done it 3, 4, 5 times, you know, depending on how many kids they have. So that's a lot. You know, it's almost like, it's essentially like sitting on a nest for 9 months. You know, you have certain species that sit on a nest, but the father helps out and sit on a nest a little bit of time. But, you know, humans, it's just the female. You know, they're essentially sitting on the nest for 9 months. So this woman really, really deserves your love. And she needs to be honored. And for those of you who are still blessed to have your mom around, and I should have put this episode out a lot earlier, but, you know, like I said, don't wait till Mother's Day to honor your mother. This is a woman that should be honored year round, every day. Not just on one day of the month, or year, rather. I'm sorry. Oh, here, Mom. Here's your flowers. Yeah. Did you enjoy your breakfast? Oh, okay. See you next year. And, you know, a lot of listeners that I have, you know, some of you don't get along with your mothers. Some of you actually hate your mothers. Or some of you haven't forgiven your mother for something that happened a long time ago. And, you know, I'm not pretending to be in your shoes. I'm not pretending to be aware of the things that you've gone through with your moms. Some of you have had mothers that were questionable. And I want to say that, you know, mothers who had problems, you know, drug problems, you know, alcohol problems, whatever the case may be, abusive problems, you know. And I want you to realize that mothers are humans. You know, they have problems just like everyone else They're not super women. They're not perfect. And, I don't think any woman would say, I'm glad my child had to struggle. I don't think any woman would say that. It's just sometimes it happens. I'm glad I abused my child. Now you have some women that are obviously in need of mental assistance, but a lot of times women go through things just like everyone else, and they don't have the help that they need. Maybe they're bipolar and they never were diagnosed, so they take it out on the children, and that kind of thing, or they have some kind of mental sickness that they never received treatment for, and they take it out on the children. Or maybe they're struggling because the father left. It's a myriad of reasons where a relationship between a mother and a child could be tarnished. So all I'm saying is, before you say that you hate your mother and you wish that you were born to someone else, or you can't forgive your mother for something that happened 30 years ago, all I'm saying is, before you go as to so far as saying you hate this woman, I want you to put yourself in her shoes just for a second. Think about the sacrifices that she went through. First of all, she carried you for 9 months. She could have aborted your ass. She carried you for 9 months. That should count for something. After you were born, she clothed you, she fed you. And I'm not saying that all mothers are perfect. There are no manuals or instructions on how to be a good mother. But what I am saying, that I believe that every mother should get the benefit of the doubt. Now, don't get me wrong. Some mothers have done some real bad things to their children. As far as even going as far as killing them. And it's always that those women are, evil. You can say they're evil, or they needed medical attention. But, they did bad things. But most women are not wishing to be malice towards their offspring. Even the women that abuse their children, you don't know what people are going through. They need mental help, or they're struggling and they don't know how to cope with the stress, the financial stress of being a single mom. So they take it out on their kids. And I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying that there's a lot of things that can come into play that could cause a mom to not be, quote unquote, the good mom. So before you hate this woman that carried you around for 9 months, I want you to think about that. What did she sacrifice? What did she go through? What did she give up for you? Think about that. What did she sacrifice for you? Like I said, she could have aborted you. She didn't have to go through none of that. But she chose to carry her child. And then for you to say, I hate my mom, or some bullshit like, I don't get along with my mom, is a slap in the face. And, for me personally, when I hear about a woman that's saying that they don't get along with their mom, or they hate their mother, me and my mom, any kind of negativity towards your mother, that's a big red flag. I stay away from them. If you don't respect your mother, how are you going to respect the husband? If you don't respect your mother, who will you respect? Truly. And you know, you only get one mom. You only get one. Once she's gone, that's it. There's no do-overs. There's no, let's go back in time. And no matter how many flowers you buy or how nice of a casket you get at her funeral, she won't see it. It's too late. It's too late. And it always was unbelievable to me when, you know, someone says that they hate their mother. Yet when their mother passes on, you know, they get the best casket. You know, they get the, 40 dozens of flowers. They have her in the most expensive gown in the casket. You know, for a woman that you didn't like. For a woman that you didn't love. You getting all this shit when she's dead and gone on? What kind of sense does that make? You only get one mother. Only one. And for something that happened 25 years ago, 30, 10, hell, one, it's not worth jeopardizing the relationship between your mom and yourself. And there's a thing called forgiveness. Forgiveness is the key. No one's perfect. Not even mom. There's a thing called forgiveness. And you shouldn't be carrying all that shit around you all the time. It makes for a bad person. So that's all I'm saying. You know, for you people who are always going around, and most of the time I notice that it's women. I know there's some guys too, but most of the time, people that I hear who say that they hate their moms or they don't get along with their moms, or me and my mom are so much alike, that's why we don't get along. You all heard that shit. Most of them are women. So before you say this, you hate this woman, or you hate being around her, you don't want to be near her, I want you to think about that. You only get one. Once she's gone, that's it. And when she's gone, don't buy her all these roses and fancy gowns for the casket and the best casket and the best headstone. Because all that shit don't mean nothing. She can't see it. Honor this woman while she is living. You feel so much better. There was a movie. I can't think of the damn movie now. Damn it. It's funny. A lot of times I try to think of movies to reference to, and I forget the name until I start recording. Then I hate that. But there was this movie. I can't think of the name. But this girl treated her mom real bad. Towards the end, she was a mixed girl. I can't remember the name of that damn movie. They remade it. The best version was 1951. Perfect Life, or something like that. But anyway, this girl treated her mom. She was embarrassed of her mom because her mom was a black woman, and the daughter could pass for white. She was really, really light. And so she was embarrassed of her mom. And then her mom suddenly passed. And then, she came to the funeral crying, and I'm sorry, Mom. And Mom, please don't leave me. All of that. Very sad movie. Almost made me cry. But I say that, a lot of times people wait until it's too late to show their love for a person. You hated this woman for 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 years. You've hated this woman. And then when she passes on, oh, Mom. It's too late. It's too late. This is a woman that should be honored, especially when she gets older. She should be honored every day of her life, not just one day. For those of you who are blessed to still have your mother around, I'm not saying you have to call every day. If you do, that's good. You do that. That's good. Every relationship is different. But at least call her a lot. Maybe every other day. Maybe every 2 days. Send flowers to her on other days besides Mother's Day and her birthday and, Valentine's Day. You know how I feel about Valentine's. But just show her love out of nowhere. Talk to her. Take her to lunch. Take her to dinner. Make some coffee. Just talk to her. This is the woman that made so much sacrifice for you. And if you come from a affluent family, doesn't mean that she made any less sacrifice. She still carried you around for 9 months. She was a woman who had dreams and decided, I have to stay home to raise my family. Just because you come from a rich or poor family doesn't mean that the woman is any less of a woman. If you're a mother, period, no matter if you're affluent or poor, middle class, whatever. If you're a mother, you have made sacrifices for your children in some kind of way. You're giving up your dreams. You're giving up something that you wanted to do for your children. Every woman has made a sacrifice that's a woman. Every woman has done that for the kids in some kind of way. Some kind of way. So this is a woman that should be honored more than just 1 or 2 days a year. This is a woman that deserves your love while she's here. Not when she's gone. It's too late then. This is a woman that deserves your dedication to her and appreciation for her sacrifice. And this is a woman who deserves your forgiveness. That's the least you could give her. Forgiveness. For whatever she did when you were kids, maybe she did something. You don't know what was behind that. And, a lot of people saying right now, Roosevelt, you don't know what you're talking about. My mom was a terrible woman. You don't know. You don't know the circumstances behind why your mom was so terrible. Your father ran out, or like I said, maybe your mom had a mental issue, but she was never diagnosed. It could be a myriad of things of why this woman treated the kid that she carried around for 9 months and didn't treat them, as society would say, as a quote unquote good mother would. I refuse to believe that. like I said, some women are bad. They're not perfect, but that's where the forgiveness come in. So that's all I want to say on this Mother's Day, that we all celebrate, or we all remember for the mothers who have passed on to the next life. But those of you who are still blessed to still have your mothers around, show them love on more days than 1 or 2 days a year. For those of you who have your mothers around and you can't get along with them, you hate them, you have to forgive them and reestablish a relationship with your mother before it's too late. Don't honor them when they're gone and dead. They can't see it then. You only get one. You don't get a do-over. You don't get a replay. Once they're gone, they're gone. That's the worst thing that you can have on yourself. Regret. Regretting, what if I would have just reached out to her? What if I would have just reached out to mom or mama, whatever you call them? What if I would just say I'm sorry and I love you? What if I had just done that? All I had to do was call her. All I had to do was go over the house. I only live 10 minutes away, whatever the case may be. Technology is so easy to get in touch with someone. Don't fall under that regret, because you will regret that for the rest of your life. What if? What if? So that's all I'm saying. That's all I wanted to talk about today. Mother's Day. Even though it should be more honor than just one day, I want you all to remember that this woman should be honored throughout the year, not just one day. This woman deserves our love. This woman deserves our forgiveness. This woman deserves our dedication. She's truly a queen that we should treat in that manner. This woman has given everything. She's given her body up for us, amongst other things. She is truly a woman that deserves your love. So, if you still have your mom around, don't forget that. The next time you say you hate her, if you have a bad relationship with her, the next time you say you can't stand her, I want you to think about that. Think about what this woman has done for you. Even though if she hasn't done anything for you, she's still giving you life. That deserves something. That should mean something. So the next time you hear Mother's Day, I want you to think about that. You only get one. And once she's gone, that's it. So make the best of it now. Don't allow the feeling of regret to haunt you for the rest of your life. Make sure that you give the effort. Well, I'm glad I got in touch with mom. We went out to breakfast, we talked, and she said some things to me I didn't realize that she was going through, whatever the case may be, because you don't know. This is a woman who deserves at least that. So that's all I wanted to say today. I want to wish all of the mothers who are listening to me happy Mother's Day. all of those who are pregnant, happy Mother's Day. Enjoy it, because we only get one. This has been another episode of the X&Y Show. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to check me out on the Podbreed Network. A lot of other indie podcasts on that network that's pretty good. It's podbreed.com, so be sure to check them out. You can check me out on pretty much every venue that you want to think about. I'm on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon, Stitcher, Apple, pretty much all of them. I'm also on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, Instagram, as far as social media goes. So be sure to say hi to me, follow me, and you can be up on new episodes of the XY Show. You can find everything on my website, which is www.thexyshow.com, www.thexyshow.com. You can find everything there. Also have a store where you can buy a t-shirt and show everyone that you are a true X and Y-er. Take a picture, send it to me. I would definitely post it. I'm going to be changing some materials around in that store as well to offer things other than t-shirts. So be on the lookout for that. And I guess that's about it. I also have a Patreon page. So if you want to support the XY Show, I have, I think I have 2 tiers or 3 tiers. Be sure to check that out. One of them, the 3rd tier, you can actually talk to me and on a particular episode that you didn't agree with or you agree with. You just want to talk to me about it. One of those tiers consists of that. So it's your opportunity to see why I think that way. And the time is exclusively for you. So be sure to check that out as well. And I guess that's it. So until next week, but I want you always to remember that you cannot have love without X and Y. Later.
You've been listening to The X and Y Show with your host, Roosevelt Colbert, the place where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. Join us next time. You can now put your clothes back on, or not.